So Marissa, you want to tell us what our Convos part of our Convos and Tacos is today?
Alright guys, so for today's... Oh, well, welcome back to our channel, by the way. I don't know if...
Oh yeah. Probably should say that.
Welcome back. So today's conversation, it was going to be relating to relationships. So I just recently been out of a relationship. Our friend here, Lo, she's been in a long-term relationship. She's actually engaged. And then we have Carla here that has been living the single life for quite a while.
Quite a while.
So we have kind of like different perspectives. So we kind of just wanted to bring that conversation to you guys and kind of see how that goes.
Obviously that's why today it's a woman's perspective on relationships, and as you can tell what she just went over, it's 3 different types of perspectives.
Maybe some people like don't have that type of relationship with other women, and we just kind of want to build a community where you know women support each other and women uplift each other. That's the whole point of these videos. So let's dive into the conversation. How will we start with Bo?
We're gonna dive in just the way I dove into this.
Damn, she's already done with one taco, people. She's already done with one taco.
I don't know. Where do I get started? So I've been in a relationship for 10 years now. So he is my high school sweetheart. So we kind of grew up and matured together. I mean, it sounds like this fairy tale, like stuff you see in the movies. There's times where it does feel that way, but then there's times where it sucks. It doesn't suck. It's just, it has its downfalls.
Oh, no.
At least she's not sure.
Keep it real. Keep it real.
It sucks
It's
sometimes.
all about keeping it real.
Sometimes we don't see eye to eye. But then that also comes with, like, within the relationship, there's always compromise. And something that I've learned from these girls, which are my best friends, if you haven't already found that out or figured that out already.
I said we just
Surprise.
met, so
Yeah, we just
strangers.
What?
Yeah.
Who are you? Hi. Just kidding.
Well,
Thank
they
you for letting me
challenged me. They challenged me because they're always telling me, hey, it's okay to compromise, but never lose yourself on the way. And I felt like when I did start off in a relationship, or when I was me, and then there was conflict, and then I started to actually shy away from what I really liked, like most times, just so there wouldn't be arguments, until finally I'm in a point where I'm finding myself again. And it was really a good point in my life, and I could say I'm in a happy place now in a relationship because I've stepped into that spot. I mean, I didn't do it alone. Like, I had to have people to calm me out, because sometimes we get so locked in to our little bubble, and you need somebody to wake you up.
Well, especially because women, we're naturally caring, and we want to give. And a lot of times what happens in a relationship, because it's happened to us all, we're in a relationship.
Some most recently.
But we give and give and give, and then we lose ourselves a little bit, because we want to make that guy happy. We want him to be happy. Or girl. Or whoever your partner is. And that's, honestly, it's great. That's the whole point of friendship and supporting each other. A good friend will keep it real and tell it like it is, but we'll respect that person's relationship always. So that's the one thing, at least with us, we always tell her, and especially at the beginning of our friendship, when we all first started hanging out, I think, and tell me if I'm wrong, but you were kind of hesitant on that side about really opening up and sharing, how she really is in her relationship.
Yeah, which was
private. Really, you kept it really private, and that's cool too, because at the same time, I've also kind of opened up too much to where other people's perspectives and ideas get too much in my head, to where I lose what I really want, because now I have their perspective and their ideas, and I'm like, okay, but what do I want? Because now their thoughts and ideas are kind of there's too many, so there has to be a balance.
It can contaminate the relationship. And that's the one thing we definitely, have been telling her and wanted her to know, that that we're always gonna, if she wants our advice, we're gonna give her our advice and how we see things. But we had to make sure she knew, like, it never makes us see anything less of her fiance. Like, we love her fiance. He's awesome.
You're awesome.
He's my fiance now.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, we're engaged.
Recently engaged.
Boyfriend. He's my fiance. Sorry, Brian.
We did that
Don't worry, I got you, Brian. And so that's the one thing we want, people to understand is, like, she's our friend. We want to make sure, she's who she is. But at the same time, it's like, but we respect her relationship. And, she has to figure her relationship out. But we'd like her to know that, we're there to support her. And we're going to be honest with her, but never degrade the relationship. Because that's wrong. You shouldn't do that in a friendship. Relationships are hard enough, right?
Oh, yeah.
So.
And I couldn't
Oh, yeah.
notice, like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah. Hard. And one thing that I did find out, so like how they were saying that I was very like closed off, very like secretive about my relationship, not about
Conservative.
it, but I was conservative of the things I spoke about.
That's a good word.
But then I started to notice like I didn't have a lot. So I have friends, but I never had friends where I was able to open up in that way. So I've never experienced that till now.
I'm not sure.
And
Hush up, Alexa.
not now,
Sorry.
Alexa. And so when I did get that friendship, and then so when I would hang out with them, I felt like I couldn't find time because I was always hanging out with Brian. But now that I live with him, I started to notice and appreciate more of like girl time, and like I need girl time, he needs guy time. Before it was like I was trying to find time to hang out with him, but now it's like I live with him, so I have like the
So now she makes more time for us.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
But that's my perspective, like in being in a relationship. I mean, it's awesome. I love it, and especially like if you're with a person that you enjoy being with, and then they enjoy being with you, because he's been so like flexible and learned a lot about me as well as we
I would say
started
supportive.
the journey. Yeah, very supportive.
Yeah,
like
he's
even
very
with this YouTube
You're very
channel,
supportive, Brian. Good job.
he was
You are.
like, yeah, go for it, have fun.
Yeah.
Ready? We all give you the heart
Heart for Brian.
for Brian.
But I know there's also like challenges where sometimes it doesn't work out, and that's why I wanted. Now we're gonna see like Marissa's point of view, like how has it been through that process of like
Getting out of a relationship.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
It's gonna be our word for today.
It comes with its ups and downs, and I don't want to say too much about the breakup because we do want to do like another video just kind of like focusing on breakups.
Yeah.
But as far as a relationship, what I've learned in my past relationship is that as you get older and I feel that you start kind of like, this is what I want in a relationship, this is how I envision it. And I feel as you get older, I mean, I'm not gonna say it, but I think you just really know what you want.
Yeah.
And then people kind of like say like, well, you're picky. I guess I am.
Then
I know what I want.
Right? Then I'm very picky.
Yeah, so I believe like there should be mutual respect between each other. If you have communication is a big thing for me. Communication. Even if it's like, and especially like the topics that you probably don't even want to bring up.
The uncomfortable ones.
The uncomfortable ones. Those
Yeah.
are the most important ones. Honesty obviously is a big one.
Which one? Wait, what was that? What's the big one?
Honesty.
Wow. Weird.
I'm not gonna dive into that right now.
We could probably have a 3-hour long
I
segment
definitely
just on
just
that.
right now, literally, I'm just focusing on the relationship with myself. Let's just say that. I think that's the most important one that I feel like sometimes it gets overlooked. We play so many roles as far as we have a relationship with our parents, our siblings, your work relationship, friends. It's just right now I'm really just focused on me. This is kind of like what this relationship has taught me. It's like, wow, like when I'm in a relationship I'm like 100%, and I feel like sometimes like how Will mentioned, you can lose yourself. And that's definitely, I feel like that's what happened to me. And I feel like once I reach that spot, like I have such good faith and just trust in God's timing that when it's ever it's meant to be, I'm not looking for anything right now. That's for sure. So that's what I have. I'm gonna eat this taco because it's
She's like, I definitely.
Now we're
wanna
moving forward to the single life.
eat. What? Single. Where's all my single girls? No, I'm just kidding.
Single ladies.
Wait, that's supposed to be that hand, huh? Sorry, left hand. That's how single I am. Like, which hand do you put it on? I don't know. Just kidding. So I'm the oldest one out of the group. We won't say how old, but we'll just say.
We're gonna say ages.
No, we're not. I'm not gonna say how old, but you know, definitely slightly
Comment
older.
below. How old do you think we are?
No, please don't. No, comment on them. Don't comment on me. So don't make me hurt you.
You look way younger.
You look good. And this is why we're friends.
Hope you're taking notes. Now
Single
your
life.
perspective.
Let's talk about it. All right.
Relationship. Whoa.
Oh yeah. I mean relationship. From my single life. Single life. Okay. Let's talk about relationships. So I haven't been in a relationship for quite a while. I don't know.
Are you crying?
No, it's the onions. Thanks. It's the onions. I'm telling you, people. I can't. Me and
I
onions.
forgot those were there.
Yeah, they're sitting like right in my face. Let's see. So I've been single for a while. And yes, which I will love to see these comments, but yes, it's by choice. No, just kidding.
Damn right it is.
So I'm basically at the age where I've had several relationships. Like I said,
We won't say how many. She's really amazing.
she knows. I'm looking at her.
I'm just like.
Well, let's just put it out there. Again, once more, older than these beautiful women. So yes, I've had several relationships. You know, I've had relationships where I'm older and they were younger. I've had relationships where I was younger, they were older. Relationships same age. And honestly, the common theme I found was, you know, Marissa had talked about it, but it's all about that honesty and communication. And for me, so in my mid-20s, I actually joined the Marine Corps, and I wanted to do something like what I was doing at the time wasn't working out for me, so I wanted to, you know, better my life. And how that ended up, don't ask me, but I joined the Marine Corps. And when I got out, my goal was strictly to finish all my schooling, my education. Like I was ready, I wanted my career. And so relationship-wise, most of my relationships happened before that. I did have a relationship actually out of the Marine Corps. It lasted for about 1.5 years with the much younger guy. And so that's kind of when I noticed that where I'm at in my life was what Marissa kind of figuring out now. Like, I want to do me. I want, you know, to get as far as I can in my goals, and I want to just focus on me. So
give yourself the attention that you would probably give.
Yeah, definitely. And to be honest, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I've been single for a while, and I think I love it so much that, I mean, I can't even imagine.
You're like comfortable with it.
Yeah, I can't imagine having to deal with somebody right now.
You know, I've heard that. You know what? But I think I read a study somewhere. I'm always reading new words stuff on Pinterest. That actually women who learn how to be like by themselves for like such a long time and get comfortable, they're actually the happiest women.
But even if you're in a relationship, there is still time. Just the same way, like there's never a right time to go to college, never a right time to have kids, never a right time to find yourself.
Always time.
There's always time.
Yeah, definitely. Always time.
Even in a relationship, just FYI.
Yes, but
It's learning
that's
how to balance everything.
yeah, and it goes with what you're saying. Like, you have to be able to not be consumed by just that relationship. You want to be able to be yourself and follow your there's no and
No,
to,
there
you know,
is.
follow
There
your
is.
dreams
It's
still.
just like I feel like sometimes, you know, I'm gonna say mostly women. I feel like we are the caretakers, and I feel like we do give up more of ourselves than the man does. Not saying in every
relationship, not every
I'm not
person.
saying that, but I think it's just
the
kind of like
average.
nature, like the
Yeah.
nature in us.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just-
because there's honestly, let's keep it real, ladies. There's a lot of selfish women out there. Yes, there are. That's why, you know, I never been married and I do not have kids, because I got to the point where I kind of realized, like, that's not what I want. Like that isn't the way I wanted my life to go.
You know, and
honestly,
some
I
people
like my
you're
time.
being selfish.
Yeah, and I do get that. I get that people say like, "Oh, well, you're just selfish." And I'm all, yeah, actually, I am. But what's more selfish is me doing something that I know I don't want, and then having resentment towards it. Mm-hmm. And I would never want to do that. I mean, especially with kids or a significant other, like I would never want to have that resentment.
Right.
But right now in my mind, like this is what I know I want. And so I do want my own time. I do want to be selfish. Like I want to be able to go do what I want, when I want, wherever, however. And not saying that you shouldn't be able to do that in a relationship, because you still should, you know, be able to go do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. But it's a little different, you know. You have to give that respect to that other person. Like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is, you know, where I'm going, because you have someone there worried about you, caring. Yeah. But me, you know, I'm just like, what? Paris is calling? I'm out. Gotta go, guys.
Right.
Yeah, and I love it.
We'll still worry about you.
Yeah, and I feel like
I'll still tell them where I am.
I feel like, I guess, like the new, like back then, it was just kind of like they associated women's happiness with getting married, having kids. So I feel like sometimes some people still hold that type of view.
That value.
Yeah, that were, what, you don't want kids? Like, you're not gonna, you know, I feel like they're not saying it, but that's how they're making it seem when they tell me. Like, sometimes I get family members like,
oh, their expressions tell it all.
It's like, when are you gonna have kids? When are you getting married? Like, you think like I'm not happy because I don't have kids or I'm not married?
But yeah, I do understand what you're saying about like the whole people think like, oh, this is what defines your happiness, which it really doesn't. But I think it depends, like
depends on the person.
Depends on the person.
Because some people that is their happiness.
That is their happiness.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong if that's what you want. You want to just get married, have kids,
find what makes you happy.
Yeah. But it's, you know, just don't knock those women who don't want that. You know, I love my career. I love working with kids. I love devoting my time and energy to the kids that I teach and coach. And that honestly is what makes me truly happy. I mean, stress as all can be, if any of you are watching. But honestly, it's pure joy for me. That's my love.
Yeah. I don't really have much to say because I feel like if we keep going, we're just gonna we tend to go off topic.
Oh,
and we're gonna touch on other topics that we're gonna do other videos.
Yeah, so let's not do that.
Yeah,
stick with the relationships. But you know, if you know when there's a topic that you would love us to talk about, just comment below, or you know, let us know what the topic is, or message.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all I have.
Thank you for joining us, and
all peace,
convos and tacos. Next, we're gonna be eating some other type of tacos. So this is, we'll even like introduce, like, if you want the ingredients to this taco and like our dish.
Yeah, let us know, Marissa. We'll go ahead and
we'll post that on there for you guys.
She'll give you the details.
We'll post it up. That's nice. Follow us on our social medias.
We love y'all.
Twitter,
subscribe.
Hopefully we'll see you later.
Bye.
Yummy, delicious. Yes. I think I want to.